Alright, we still haven't added an elementary. I just remembered that. Let's do that first. Alright, well, how far does this reach? It really doesn't reach that far. Damn. I'm almost tempted to hook these two communities together. Well, no. Seems like elementaries, you know, you've got your little community elementaries. So we've got one. It's where do we put it? Let's put it. Can't put it on the inside of a curve apparently. Man, that doesn't even reach all the way around to the other side. So I guess if I wanted, range on these is so small. This game is very much optimized for. Like, okay, realistically, with this density of town, I feel like this game should look at the density, right? So, you can see the green right here only reaches halfway down those roads. But with this density, it would reach all the way down, right? With high density, sure, that range makes a lot more sense. But it seems like it doesn't actually take that into account very well. So we're just going to have one, because screw it. We might have more later. Where should we cover up? What was that? Is that a firehouse? Where should we put this elementary school? Should be here, right? Realistically. Yeah. That looks like a good spot. See, look, didn't even make it all the way to the bottom of the curve. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, let's build some parks. Now, I did download a bunch of parks, so this might actually take a minute to go through. So we've got industrial decor, blah, 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 blah. All these icons, so easy to tell. A go-kart track, elevated pedestrian walk, parking lot, more industrial decor. Spiral Park. I don't remember what this looks like. Well. Working car park, agricultural fields, small parking lot, sunken plaza, Japanese garden. Well, if we're out in the country, we're in a kind of rural area, we're just going to have a small park. There's not much reason to have anything beyond a small park. I'm going to put it right there. Look at that. Look at how happy that made everyone. Now, we've got these paths. Looks like it links up on both sides, actually. Wow, that worked out really well. Almost like I planned it. I totally didn't plan it. But, you know, let's say Jimmy and Tommy want to go to the park, but they live in this side of town, right? So right now, if they want to take sidewalks, they would have to go all the way into town and then come all the way back out to go to the park, right? We don't want that. Like, that's crazy. But, oh, jeez. I was hoping there wouldn't be a house here. Sorry, buddy. But we're going to add a little walking path for him. So now, we'll have confused drivers who will probably drive on the walking path. But hey, we've already got people walking. Who's this? Let's pause. This is Howard Gray, an uneducated child. Let's follow along with Howard Gray for a moment. This is really cool. I don't know why I enjoy this so much. This is what I wanted with SimCity 2000 back in the day. So Howard Gray is happy. He's an elementary school student at elementary school. We should name the elementary school. There's a dog. There's a hot dog truck. It just disappeared. Disappearing hot dog truck. Howard Gray seems to have walked into town. To the gas station. There's a subway! Yes, I was waiting for a subway to show up. I installed subways because every small town has, like, too many subways. But it looks like we need to put in a police station. We'll put in one of these little... There's another, like, smaller rural police station, right? So we'll drop it right there. Right next to the fire station. I'm sorry, the medical clinic. Alright, let's name the elementary school. We're gonna name this, Tiny Ember Academy. It's one of the, it's one of those places that's trying to make itself seem nicer by calling itself an academy, but really we all know that it's the decades-old desks and like teachers that your parents had, and even books that your parents used, like, yeah. But, they call themselves Academy to make themselves feel better and whatever. So I installed this other mod to be able to turn off. Let's see if this works. Shift key? Control T? Watch as I... Here we go. To turn off traffic lights, what I wanted to do was make controlled intersections, but all it does is turn them completely off. So now this is just an uncontrolled intersection. I wanted to make it so that, like, these guys can go with no, like, they just always get to go and these guys have to stop, let's say. But that's not an option. But we're just going to leave those off and hope that there aren't any deadly car crashes. Industrial areas do have fires, so maybe we should, in fact, have specific policies. And also, you know what? We're going to put a pet ban in. Just in town. Not where people live, but where people work. No pets. Screw you guys. No pets for you. Alright. I think our people are still too dumb. Yeah. But so apparently, I also put in a mod so that emergency vehicles can use walking paths. It was kind of silly to watch it happen, but hey, there we go. Man, I'm like getting tired playing this because I'm just so relaxed. Let's paint down some more residential, huh? Now these guys get to experience what they caused to the guys over here, as we have more construction. I mean, yeah, their land value goes up and everything, but at the same time, now they lose their view, so maybe their individual house value goes down. Why don't we put down some trees? Now, I put down... Let me check the controls here quick. To see if I can change the key map. Nope. Alright, well, I have a mod that I can't use right now. There's one that lets me use the paintbrush tool, basically, for trees. Put some trees down, make this place look nicer. But it requires using the numpad, which I totally don't have a numpad on this keyboard, so there we go. Let's put some trees down over here. It would be nice if they didn't put little sand underneath the tree. But hey. How's our level doing? Everything is terrible. Everything is just terrible. I think most of that is because of our education setup. Alright, we're just going to cheat now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I feel bad about doing it. Who am I kicking out? 2 houses. Sorry, guys. It's all in the name of progress. Alright, let's put down another elementary. Put it here. It still won't cover everybody. Oh, poor guys. Yeah, this there a good place? I don't think there is. I mean, that they're still missing some spots there. Oh, this is like the little country elementary school here. There we go. This one's gonna be called like what was the name of this place? Ember Meadow. This is Ember Meadow. I'm trying to think of more fire puns. Pilot light. There we go. That's the name of our school. The Ember Meadow Pilot Light. It's already got 19 students. Hell yeah. Is this one already full? Yeah, just about. How are we doing on education? So we have enough space for everyone. We need a high school. We'll get there. We'll get there, don't worry. You know, I was a little worried, having always power game this, that by doing something more relaxed like this, I would end up just completely screwing everything up. Because, you know, caring about, like, hey, these are residential areas, and, like, we're not going to put commercial buildings in here. That sort of thing, you know, can lead to problems, frankly. Alright, so do we have some of these now? I also downloaded a whole bunch of like interchanges and stuff, but we probably aren't going to use too many of those because they're for bigger cities. We're going to see if we can get away with having a non-bigger city. In fact, let's pause you. I'm actually going to decrease my traffic handling here. Let's hope I don't run out of money doing this. That would be embarrassing. Alright, well, we want to angle it down. Yeah. Let's go a little further up. Okay, that's better. It's going to de-zone some stuff, so we're probably going to end up having to rezone, and things will have to rebuild, and that's too bad, but it is what it is. That's a pretty convincing subway, don't you think? Of course, with a town of 1,500 people... Oh yeah, there we go. 2 more. I'm going to say, there's usually more than one subway once you even get to that many people. These guys, this is like the rivalry, right? We've got Burger King, Subway, I don't know, what's this? A drugstore, and then Burger King, right? So you're coming down the street, and you're like, man, us smart kids, we don't go to first Burger King, we go to second Burger King, but everyone knows to stay away from second Subway. Y'all gotta go to first Subway. And that Subway over on this corner, that's for those people who live down that street, and that's their Burger King. And we don't talk to them. You know, the Ember... What did I call this? Ember Drive folks. Yeah, they have their own Subway and their own Burger King, and you know that one's just kind of trashy. You know, like the people who work there. I mean, I've heard stories about Ember Drive Burger King, like well, the one time when the kid like wiped up the ketchup and mustard from the floor onto a burger and like served it to a guy. I mean, everybody's heard that story, right? Like, oh, stay away from that Ember Drive Burger King. I mean, you'd rather go to Burger King number 1 instead of Ember Drive Burger King, let me tell you. There's probably some actual Burger King on some actual Ember Drive. I apologize to you. That'll do. We have some unique roads in the Fire Nation. Alright, so we need more commercial. That was the whole point of putzing around like this. I didn't want... Well, we're going to have a horrible intersection here. I'll tell you that right now. In fact, just get rid of you. Pull Main Street out. Oh, damn it. I know I said I'm not power gaming, but Main Street is always straight. Like, that's true, right? Alright, we'll get some water. We're out of money. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll be fine. No worries. You're able to at least make sure there's an in and out before I ran out of money. I probably shouldn't have let that go down to 2 lanes. That was maybe silly. I wonder if I can... Well, I suppose it's 2 lanes here. We'll deal with it later. Did I hear stuff leveling up? I think I did. There's a couple of nicer town houses. This one's leveling up as we speak. That extra school is helping out. Alright. I don't know where these guys are driving, but hey. Need like another $100. Pick. Make money faster button. There we go. Alright, and now we can zone some more commercial. Let's get rid of that. We'll have more Subways and more Burger Kings. Because this is a small town, and those are what you have in small towns. Weirdly enough, Burger King comes in way before McDonald's does. I don't think I have any McDonald's in the mods though, so we'll have no McDonald's. Oh, I got a Big Bite trying to compete. This is you can tell from looking at it that this used to be a Pizza Hut, right? Because of the roof, but now this local guy bought it and he calls it the Big Bite. That's what happened there. That's pretty clear. Another one of these right next to it. Same building planner, apparently. Alright. One more residential area, and then I think we'll call it for this recording. I don't want to take too long. This is a much more laid-back way of playing this game than even I've done normally. And I've been playing this game in a pretty laid-back way. So... I need more money, though. Money becomes kind of not a problem eventually, especially if you're power gaming, but I'm not power gaming, so I guess it's a little bit more of an issue. Can actually zone some of this still. We haven't really filled this out yet. There we go. Oh, you can hear things leveling up. Look at that. Nice. Okay, so we need... What do we need? We have police coverage. A little bit of police coverage. We need another fire station. Ooh, and it looks like we're running low on power. So once we get a few more people, we'll get a bunch of money. We can use that on a power plant. Except for that, we're already out of power. So maybe that's not really an option. How much money do we need for this? 19,000. That's kind of a lot. It's kind of more than we have. You know, one thing that this game doesn't have that I wish it did. Maybe there's a mod for it, and maybe I want to know about it if there is. Ooh. That's a problem. Yeah, power's not getting there. Okay. Remember how I said we're not putting up clean power? We're putting up some clean power. Just to get those extra couple of megawatts. Okay. We need to make sure this thing kept having power to dump it out. Look at that. We're gonna get near the beach there. So electricity is kind of our first thing. We'll buy a coal power plant soon enough, but we need to, once the population goes up a little more. Zone a little bit more since we have a little more power. Yeah, let's do the whole thing. Why not? Finish up the community. I mean, I lived in an area that was like not done yet, and then eventually it was done, and it was weird. Like the whole thing kind of changed once. There we go, and then we can do buses. The whole thing kind of changed once. You look at all these intersections that open up. These are all downloaded. Well, not the first 3, obviously, but a lot of them. The whole place kind of changed when all of the undeveloped, like, kind of grassy areas got turned into, you know, just regular old houses. I don't know exactly how it changed, but it did. You know, there wasn't as much space to run around. There wasn't as much, like, stuff to do, you know? Alright, I was thinking of putting more industrial back here, but we're actually kind of already, like, traffic-wise, we're in a little bit of a choke point right there from the trucks. So we're going to start building the industrial out this way, in our unnamed area. If you have any suggestions for names for this area, go for it. Fire puns being what we've been going with, because why not? And all of this is, you know, we're eventually going to attack. I'm not sure who we're attacking, but once we do, everything will change. And this is a thing I do frequently, where I misjudge the distance. See, it's one more. It is the guest thing plus one more. There we go. And once we attack, you know, the world will change, and so on and so forth, right? Like, that's the whole thing about the Fire Nation attacking. But if you have any ideas for what we should name our little villages here, let me know. I do want to keep everything kind of low density, though. That's the plan. Power gaming is easy. Like, I've played enough of these games. It's not really a problem. Building a town like this and making it work with limitations like this makes stuff like firehouses kind of suck, right? It's like, hey, put a firehouse, like, nowhere here, even a regular firehouse. Well, this would actually cover it. But, you know, I like these limitations. It makes it more interesting, in my opinion. I'm the one playing. There we go. And all this night, yeah, and we've got... So far, we're still making money. I don't want to put in buses yet, because that will cost us too much. Right now, we need to have more people for buses to have any worth. I mean, it'll upgrade the level of stuff all over the place, because it'll add one more city service that's available, right? We don't have any cemeteries. We could put a cemetery, like, right here. Yeah, that's what we do. We have, like... these other roads. I think I have more roads than I used to. No, whatever. So what we do is, you know, from the park here. Yeah, we can't really start. I mean, we can start a road in the park, but we don't really want to do that. There's... Alright. We'll do that. And that will be the cemetery. And yes, I know that game-wise, this is a bad idea, because it slows everything down too much. Because this is just another city service, realistically. But I really like the idea. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's awesome. Alright, so now let's save. Wait. Yeah, save. call this Fire Nation. I have such great names. City 2, no mods. I have an auto-saving thing working too because holy crap. Alright, so now we're going to put this back on 1 speed. We're going to click on City Walkthrough Mode. And I think what this does is it randomly switches between perspectives. Unfortunately, I think that a lot of them are going to end up being like on the freeway and having nothing to do with our town. But let's see if any cool ones happen. Oh, here we go. Some guy out back behind his house, barbecuing. Alright, if we get one more freeway, I'm going to back out of this. Alright, let's pick somebody on the road here. Let's go into town. Let's say this one. That was a ballsy turn. He took laminate floors. Oh, he's gonna disappear into one of these donut shops, isn't he? It's a nice car. Look at the way that... Oh! That guy almost got ran over after that garbage truck was on 2 wheels. That garbage man takes his business seriously. So does that hot dog guy. We're gonna end up out on the freeway, aren't we? Oh no, he's coming down here to circle around. Alright. Back out of that. I don't remember how to do, like, the cool... I turned off tilt shift because I don't like that, but I don't remember how to do the cool, like, turn off the UI fancy mode. Let's check. Shared. Free camera mode. What should we get? Let's say, I don't know, F7. Oh, F7 is already being used. Turn F7 off. How about F10? Nope, that's screenshots. Shift P. Okay, there we go. I think that's what I was looking for. There we go. Get the cemetery there in view. This is and there. F12 so that I have it. There is a nice little overview of the Fire Nation and its sprouting low density city. This place beautiful. Let's ruin it with industry. I do like that waterfall. I want to see if we put a dam here, what happened. Like put a dam like right there. I wonder how far back up it would back up. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye.